everyone, Jimmy with Jim's Review Room. I had reviewed the Audioengine HD6 a while back and I absolutely loved them. Not only great performing speakers, but the connections it came with made it very versatile. Audioengine sent me the little brother to my HD6. These are the HD3s retailing for $399. What I'll do is I'll place my Amazon links in the video description below, click on my links, and they'll give you the most updated prices in real time. So without further ado, my channel is here to help you make a purchase decision. Welcome everyone to another review. Going over the physical features first, these come in walnut, cherry, and what I have here is satin black. It's a very smooth finish and cool to the touch, almost resembling a metal box rather than feeling the traditional wood grain veneer on the walnut and cherry options. Now overall build quality looks and feels top notch from my testing here, and nothing really to complain about. That fabric grill is magnetized and can be easily taken off to expose those Kevlar woofers and dome tweeters. Now in person, they're surprisingly quite small and they fit perfectly on my desk here, right up to the edge. Now on that left speaker specifically is your on-off/volume knob. To the right is the 3.5mm port to connect your headphones, and the HD3s do work as an integrated amplifier, helping to get a bit more performance and detail from your headphones. Now looking at the back of that left speaker, going down the list of connections, traditional left and right RCA cables, 3.5mm input to the right, a USB input for audio directly from your computer, and last on the top right is for the supplied antenna, as like the HD6, the HD3s can connect through Bluetooth. Moving down, simply the terminals for connecting the left speaker to the right, a bass reduction switch if you do decide to plug in your subwoofer with the HD3s here, and very last is the power connection. But jumping to the wires really quick here, pause your screen if you have to see what is in the box here and what length they are to ensure that they meet your desk space needs. The one area that I particularly like and think is essential to any speaker, the wire that connects between the left and right channels is a banana plug style for a quick plug and play, but the terminals on the back of the left speaker itself gives you the option of connecting your own wires. So you're not out of luck if you just need a certain kind of length, anything longer than what is supplied. Now testing Bluetooth, I was able to walk through my house here with no problems at all with my Pixel XL. The signal had never cut out on me. Testing these with headphones, I didn't sense improved audio performance on either my Sennheiser HD598 and my RHA T40 earphones versus simply using my cell phone in comparison. The one thing that was missing from the HD6 was a remote control, but considering I sit so close to these things here, they're always within arm's length, while my HD6s were more for entertaining, monitoring, and movie watching. I sat, of course, much further away from them. But the one thing that I really wish this had, though, was an optical in or a speed of port, and that's how some people pronounce it here, for that guaranteed lossless wired experience, either from your PC, and if you're a gamer, maybe from your gaming console, Xbox, or PlayStation. It's not a big deal, but you do get a little bit more performance with those optical inputs versus 3.5mm wires or the RCA cables, not to mention another input source. But let's get to the audio test here. I'll play some quick samples for you guys, and then I'll give you my verdict afterwards.
Just take my hand, don't let us come undone. You may not see the glow, but I see it shine. Keep holding on, cause we're too far from down. And I know you could be the one, cause we all live for love, we all live for love. If I'm how we've only begun, we give it all for love. I'm out of line, praying that our stars align, until I'm yours and you are mine. I put my heart on the line. I'm out.
Multiple contusions detected.
Yeah, I detected that too.
Oh God. Hey buddy, I think you lost this. Those wings carbon fiber?
you have it, folks. Of course, audio recorded at my end and then played through your speakers are not the best depiction of audio quality, but hence my review here. The first thing I noticed right off the bat, it sounded as though there was an audio source right in front of me, as though I had a center channel. Now, I ensured I didn't have my previous speaker plugged in and sat back a second time just to be sure here and ran through those same tests. The soundstage simply is impeccable, and that would be no questions here, something that you will experience yourself for the first time when you do put these in at your desk and try these. It's surprising how well these two speakers, just these two speakers, performed in not only audio separation, basically left and right audio channels, but also provide an audio reproduction as if you're right there. Now, I listened to a live performance by John Legend, and you can hear him on stage, in an open stage, in an open arena, what have you, while my other speakers I'm currently testing right now cannot reproduce. You simply didn't hear the quote airiness from John Legend's voice when he performed in such an open space. Now, based on Audioengine's recommendations, I had these pairs of speakers here for several weeks and surely performed at least 40 hours of burn-in time for the drivers to stretch their legs a bit, and again, that's per Audioengine's recommendations here. For a 2.0 system, bass is full and very much enjoyable for not having a subwoofer. At times, for very few select genres though, or songs where low bass resonates, there is an ever so slight amount of droning at higher volumes. Now, of course, those desiring for that added punch, a 2.1 system, or better yet, adding your own sub does help with the matter, as you'll have the bass reduction switch on the back turned on. Now, the mids are plenty clear, and the soundstage again helps greatly with the overall immersion of any audio experience here. I would personally prefer a slightly brighter mid-range and have the vocals stand out just a little bit more, but overall, the audio characteristics are accurate, coming directly from the factory. The highs never tinged or was ever ear screeching. There's no listening fatigue from my experience, and that's with listening with these for some time and even gaming on these for 2 to 3 hours straight. I can at least say the HD3s will sound phenomenal to most people, especially to the average consumer. Playing with these same high quality FLAC files on my desktop through that wired connection and then switching it to Bluetooth. On my cell phone here, you can tell Bluetooth sounds slightly lower in volume, and you do lose some of the very fine, minute details, even though there's aptX involved or included with these speakers. For the average consumer, and even myself though, audio is of course subjective, but my reviews again are geared towards the average consumer. If I didn't switch them back and forth from wired and Bluetooth, I honestly could not tell. Now, testing these with gaming, hands down the best 2.0 systems I've used so far. Again, that soundstage is impeccable, and when I'm not using my headsets, the openness of these speakers, as it does for music, gives almost this 3D effect as if I'm actually there. You know, watching these with movies at times, especially sitting close to these and listening at higher volumes, there is an ever so slight droning of bass, especially in action movies, but overall it's not bad or wouldn't deter anyone from purchasing. Overall, you really get what you paid for. You get an amazing 2.0 sound system in such a small package. And keep in mind, you still get Bluetooth or wireless performance out of a traditional looking bookshelf speaker. I love these. Now, if you're planning on using these mostly at the desk, forget the HD6s, save yourself some money. The HD3s are plenty, again, if you're using this right at your desktop. Again, the biggest selling point on these is how loud these little things get, the clarity and fidelity you also achieve with a wired connection, and last, the openness of its soundstage absolutely makes the HD3s shine. So that's it for this review here. Be sure to show your support by liking and subscribing to me, to this channel here, and be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and or Instagram. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.